Hi guys, my name's Nadine. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. I have a book haul for you today. This is the penultimate book haul for all of the books that I've been picking up for the duration of the year. There is a mixed bag of genres in here, so something for every mood, I think. Let me know if you've read any of these books or anything by the authors, and we can have a little chat down in the comments. But I'm going to do this video the same as I did my classics video last week, where you are not going to be looking at my face, and I will just show you the actual books, because I still can't work out how to change it so that it doesn't flip the image, and it really grates on me. And I tried to film it where you could see me, but I couldn't see the screen, and I wasn't filming, I was just talking to myself for 25 minutes like an absolute lunatic. So I'm not going to do that again. Anyway, I will stop waffling now and show you the books. So first off, I found this lovely box set of The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame, illustrated by Inga Moore. These are some really pretty hardback books with some lovely illustrations, and I'm hoping to be reading these with my children over the next few months. I also picked up The Willows in Winter by William Hallwood, illustrated by Patrick Benson, which is the sequel. That's got some nice illustrations in it too. I'm not sure how my youngest child will get on with this, because it's more of a chapter book than a picture book, and she's not quite gotten to that stage yet. I think she still gets a little bit bored when there's not lots of pretty pictures to look at. But we will see how we go. Another children's book that I picked up was Enid Blyton's Christmas Treats, as well as The Goblin's Toy Shop and Other Stories. These are the hardback editions that I used to collect when I was a child. So I think it's more of a nostalgia kind of trip for me to pick these up. I tell myself I buy them for the kids, but if I'm honest with myself and with you, I don't think they're actually interested. I did collect Enid Blyton books like crazy when I was a child, and I started to collect them again a few years ago. And then I sold my collection and I said I'm not buying any more. But it looks like I was mistaken, and I've started collecting them again. I think this is the last of the children's books I've got to show you in this haul. So I've got the Famous Five collection, again by Enid Blyton. I didn't actually read these when I was a child, so I'm quite looking forward to reading them as an adult. Next, I found a pile of books by Christian Jack, who is an Egyptologist and author. I used to read these when I was in my teens, and yeah, I found a pile of them in a charity shop and thought I would grab them because I remember really enjoying them. So I've got The Battle of Kadesh, The Son of the Light, The Black Pharaoh, and these books, I'm not sure which order they go in yet, but it's in the Stone of Light series. So I've got Nefer the Silent, The Place of Truth, and The Wise Woman. Keeping with the ancient times vibe, I also picked up Tacitus, The Annals of Imperial Rome, and Tim Severin's Viking series. So I've got Odin's Child, the first in the series, Sworn Brother, and King's Man. And a cosy looking ancient Greek mystery by Margaret Doody called Aristotle Detective. I think one of Aristotle's students comes to him to help try and solve a murder. Next, some classics that I've picked up. I've got two Jane Austen novels here, Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice. I have read both of these in the past, but I've been looking for some nice editions. And so when I found these in the charity shop, brand new and unread, for 50p each, I snapped them up. Next is an edition I was absolutely heartbroken to receive. This isn't what I ordered. So I bought this off eBay, Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. As I said, this isn't the edition I thought I was ordering. I thought I was ordering the the penguin, and instead I get this abridged, horrible looking thing. So Oliver Twist isn't a Dickens that I've read. My son is starting secondary school, not today actually, it's his first day, and he's going to be studying Oliver Twist for his English class, and as I said, it's not one that I've read, and I am that parent that I want to read the stuff that he's reading, so that if he wants to discuss it or he needs help with homework or anything like that, I kind of know a bit more what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading Oliver Twist. I've got another edition on the way, and I think I shall be picking that for one of my Victober choices. Turning to a modern classic now, I've got E.M. Delafield's The Diary of a Provincial Lady. This looks like it's going to be really, really funny. So it is about a woman who's a housewife. She's, juggling family life and sort of all these domestic dilemmas, trying to become an author, and it says here, all the while tending to her strawberries. And it just sounds like it's going to be quite good fun. Oh, it wasn't the end of my children's books. I found another one at the bottom of the pile. We have here Biggles Flies to Work by Captain W.E. Johns. I've never read any Biggles books, and this was in one of the free libraries. So I thought I would grab it. Another book I'm really looking forward to reading is the Chilbre Ladies' Choir by Jennifer Ryan. This is set during, I can't remember if it's World War I or World War II, 1940, so that'll be World War II, in Kent. And when all the men are sent off to war, the local vicar of this village decides to close down the choir. But the women of the village decide that actually what they really need is this focus to be, united in song. And so they decide to start their own. And it follows this group of ladies and just sort of how they cope with life and relationships, and village life during this wartime. Onto some mysteries now. I picked up The Secrets of Gaslight Lane by M.R.C. Kassasian. It's a Gower Street Detective book 4. I haven't read any of the series before. This is a total cover buy. It looks so cosy and perfect for autumn or winter nights. Next up is Scarweather by Anthony Rolls, one of the British Library crime classics. This again sounded really interesting and atmospheric, set in like a secluded location, which is all you want really in a sort of cozy crime novel. Next I have The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. This is about a psychiatrist, I believe, who is treating a woman who brutally murdered her husband years ago and has since not said a word. And this psychologist is tasked with finding out what went wrong or making her speak. Next up, I have 3 Kate Shackleton mysteries, set in the Yorkshire Dales, I believe. So we've got A Death in the Dales, Death in the Stars, and A Snapshot of Murder. More mysteries, 2 Agatha Raisin books by M.C. Beaton. So we've got Fairies of Frytham and There Goes the Bride. Neither of these are ones that I've read before, so I was quite happy to find those. Next up, a book I actually bought brand new from a shop that wasn't a second-hand shop in any way. Would you believe it? So it is The Paris Apartments by Lucy Foley. I've heard lots of great things about this. It's about a woman whose life is not going terribly well, and so she decides to go and stay with her brother who lives in Paris, who is a much more successful, kind of accomplished, together kind of person. But when she gets there, he's disappeared, and she decides that she needs to find out what's happened and piece together the mystery of his disappearance. Next up, I have Greenwich Park by Catherine Faulkner. I've heard quite mixed things about this, but I'm looking forward to reading it and seeing for myself. It follows a woman named Helen who, after years and years of trying, is finally pregnant, and during her antenatal class, she meets another woman who I believe kind of ingratiates herself into Helen's life, but who already seems to know quite a lot about Helen and her family. The story kind of reminds me a bit of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, you know, the film with Rebecca De Mornay. It's probably nothing like that, but I really liked that film, so if it is, I would be quite happy. Next, I have The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. Again, it's a book that I've actually heard quite a lot about, and people seem to really, really enjoy it. But I'm not quite sure what genre it fits into. It looks like it's a supernatural type tale, but then I've heard it's more of a thriller, so it remains to be seen. Next up, American Dirt by Janine Cummins. Then I have Cereus Blooms at Night by Shani Mutu. Dennis Wheatley's The Scarlet Imposter. 2 books by Darcy Boleyn, Cornish Hearts Stories, The Cottage at Plumtree Bay and The Christmas Tea Shop. I don't know why I insist on periodically picking up books like this, because I find that I get halfway through them and I lose interest. Yet I still keep trying. I picked up The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield. I read her book Once Upon a River, and I really, really enjoyed that. It was a really it was a quiet, atmospheric read, and so I'm hoping for more of the same here. I'm looking forward to seeing if I enjoy her writing style in her other novels. And finally, because I am a sucker for anything piratey, I got Flint and Silver by John Drake. I've never heard of this before, or the author, but it says before it was Treasure Island, it was Captain Flint's Island. And look at him. That is a pirate right there. So yeah, sold. So that is it. That is the haul. Quite a lot there to get through, and everybody in my family will be very, very pleased now that I can tidy these piles of books away, because I think everybody's sick of stepping over all of my books. But yeah, that is it from me today, and I will catch you guys again in a few days' time.